Продовжуємо гратися. П'ятий епізод. Я не знаю, скільки їх всього, але
I
я в
mean,
захваті.
your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
А, знов кров.
Not if I can avoid it.
Як завжди кров показувати? Я
No.
пам'ятаю.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Ти сестра, свята сестра.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the
Це
tree.
наступний епізод.
No!
Кажу чесно.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
The rules are the rules. I don't get to make them, I just enforce them.
Bullshit.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
So, welcome to п'ятий епізод. Вже не так погано зробив. Так, у нас, правда, не вовка, вчиться, тому що... Тому що грає дівчина. Унікальний, як ніхто до цього. Це кажу не я, це каже статистика. Так що, погнали. Епізод 5.
You've come a long way.
Що це
You
за
must be tired.
Взагалі, ми ще не спали жодної ночі. Не їли майже нічого.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of
Заради
rest recently.
місії. В туалет. Пожалуйста, тільки не махач.
Please,
Пожалуйста, я
Sheriff.
ж-
Relax for a moment, will
Ти ж не
you?
переживеш ще один махач, не надо.
Do you want a drink? Something to eat?
Да, трошки
Vivian makes a very nice, It's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for
What
one
is
reason,
yours?
and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Я поїла.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Місто.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What
Але
women?
можна було про себе
Faith
сказати.
and
Хотів
Lily,
мене
the
вбити,
girls who
але
worked
ну,
at the pudding and
чесно,
pie.
я скажу.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
I know you did it.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I wish you had me dead to rights. I really do, for your own sake. But no, I didn't kill anyone.
Ось
Those
що.
women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate
Oh,
bit of
it's
business,
wrong,
but
значит,
I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
I already know who did it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen. But who do you think committed
Але
these
не можу
crimes?
сказати. От я не можу сказати.
I hope you don't still think I did it. I have my bad habits, but manslaughter isn't one of them.
It was Mary.
No, Sheriff, I'm afraid you're mistaken. I have complete respect for you and your job, I really do, but I'm sorry. I simply can't divulge the transgressor. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I
Значить, це
said,
були брати.
I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Блін, це таки в їх логові, ти що туця? Нафіга
The
ти
man
так
said
тримаєш?
he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm the law here, not you.
Ти ж
Now
дуже
tell me who
агресивний.
did it.
Or what?
Взагалі-то-
You're gonna kill me too? Well, go
Ми в
ahead.
їх
You
логові.
think I give a shit anymore? After what you did?
That's enough! I was hoping it
Ми не
wouldn't come
будемо
to
битися.
this, but in the interest of
Походу,
preserving
я
our
зараз оцей
alliance,
дядька.
if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You
Ми
got
не
what you
будемо
wanted,
битися,
so
ми не
just
будемо битися.
Sit down.
Я
Now.
зараз оцей дядюшка. Сядь нахрен і заспокойся.
Yeah,
розібратись.
I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Тихіше, блін.
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this.
А з якої...
You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you
Підкажіть,
say,
якої-
Sheriff? Can we discuss
Так.
terms?
Цей
You can have
дядюшка.
Georgie.
Я чувствую
Consider
зараз
it a
внутрішній
gift,
стан цей дядюшка.
ensuring our continued cooperation.
Да,
All
по-моєму.
right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us off.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get
are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here!
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
О, фак, Мері зараз прийде.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ну, нормально. Ну, ти- Що ж таке? Я не хочу бити, а не тут. Дядюшка зараз,
Over here.
внутрішній стан.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
А, його. Ну ні, ну
I'd like to
трохи.
say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him! Now!
Ну я не хотіла. Стоп. Траля-ля вбили. Вишибежно. Давай, ми зупинимо. Супер, Джорджі вбили.
Oh god.
Треба хводити. Ай! Куди?
This way.
Торин, на! О, заховаєш. Куди? Біжи за ним, біжи! Біжи, так.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know.
Ти, кажи. Диви. От воно.
Fuck! What was that?
Влучила. Що тепер? Дядько був на сусідній. Ай ти сука, пука. Що сюди?
Take him off!
I can't.
Що? Ми майже догнали. Ні, не вставай. Бігом, ми майже догнали. Бігом.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Right. Fuck it!
Ти одяг зараз вкраде. Просто по розміру підійшов, наче ви там жили. Да, хтось буде завтра дивитися, поки їсть. Що? Давай в машину заглянемо. В принципі, все як я і вже слідувала.
Holy shit.
Погнали. Що можна було? Ну, давай глянемо. Може дивились. Все, давай, погнали. Я ж горішки так захотіла, в мене нема. Опутька, горішків хочу, я ж зголодніла.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Звісно, це ти, звісно.
Hang on, I need a minute.
Okay.
Це ти, звісно.
How did this happen, Georgie?
Горішків тепер
Can you
хочу,
stand
мене
up?
нема, давай це їсти.
It's okay. Take your time.
Розхвилювалась, можна було... Ні.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
Траля-ля вбили, траля-ля.
It'll all land on me in the end.
But it isn't.
No, it's...
Ранили Джорджі. І ще того ще одного дотіка, оленя, що на оленя перетворювався. Прибили трошки. А вони друг другу випадково Джорджі на мене з ножом летів, а я відсунулася, він вбив триляля. Так що це не я, це не я.
I hope you'd come to your senses.
А це я зробила. Відсунула Джорджі.
Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff?
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
Дядюшка, але я стрибнула до них.
You gonna carry
Я
me?
відпустила дядюшку.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian.
I'll arrest you too if I have to.
Go
Що
ahead.
вона думає, що ні?
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls.
So it's all my fucking fault then. You fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Аріель?
It
Що з
must be
Аріель?
so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them,
А він погрожує, що Аріель теж
what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
Це не врятує.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this?
Ну він трошки тугодум, да,
I thought you
поясню ще раз.
cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point.
І що?
And the Crooked Man showed up, and everything just
Так, де
turned to
мої
shit.
5000?
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Прямо ленточку. О, найцікавіше.
Why should you get to decide? Either of you. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really.
You don't get a choice if you're involved in this.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean.
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't stop. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh!
Get up.
Я думала, вона перетвориться на когось, а вона
Get up!
вже була мертва. Потрималась на ленточці.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
Why do you care? Shouldn't you be more worried about yourself here?
Just wanted a nice image to part on. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I'll send someone for your body. Both of you.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Блін, так сумно стало через цю ленточку. Ну звідки я знала, що вони вже мертві, просто тримались на ниточку? Ну звідки я знала? Красні шапочки, пацані за ниточку, дверки відкриті. Ну звідки я знала? Ну а хто знав? Хто знав? Факт так сумно, а я не добила його, тому що якщо послати когось за тілами, може він доживе, може йому зашиють, я не знаю, якимись магічними ліками, може його і оживять. Фак, вони просто всі вмруть до кінця гри. І що, залишиться просто вовк і все. У звичайному місті і гнуфнув його. Блін, мені треба покурити, походу. Я це розумію, що він курить. Так капець. Ні, вона, звісно, прошмендовка, але якось так...
Of course.
Мені треба горішки виявити. І Q натиснути. І не я. Не я вбивала, вона зараз сама... Ну, коротше. Блін. Ну? капець.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Хоч би Аріель врятувати, тоді можна казкових персонажів наробити з нею. Ну знаєш. Цей перевертень плюс русалочка. Ну, в цьому світі будуть казки. Перевертень плюс русалочка. Що вийде, розказуй. Ну, в мене бошка взривається, а я не можу придумати, що вийде. Перевертень плюс русалочка.
The big bad wolf.
Ну там ще, ну і бачиш, я сумна. Куди? Блін. Хоч би той Джорді вижив вже. Хоч хтось. Чисто, щоб хоч хтось.
You used to be something.
Може навпаки хвіст, а в голові... Ой, а зверху голова.
They used to fear you.
Так, коротше, щось стрьомне. Звідки голос?
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Колесо, це те, що ти писав, що... Може, морський вовк якийсь вийде. Морський. Є ж морські котики, а тут буде морський вовк. І що? Опа. Буде морський вовк. А ось ми знайшли. Прибляні кулі, нема на то.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Морська корова. Ні. Мужички морські.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you're finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Does that usually work for you? You planning to kill me with your eyeballs? I assume your mother taught you how to fight proper? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
Я не хочу бити дівочку, не хочу!
Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
Та не хочу бити дівочку! Що битися не хочу? Закрити всі дзеркала. Треба закрити всі дзеркала. Де мої... Де мої 500 тисяч глядачів? Якщо я скажу, я хочу роздягати дівчинку. Де мої? Це що, битва з босом вже? Це що, останній епізод? Це останній епізод і битва з босом? Я думала, що... Да, колись усіх били із задоволенням, тому що до епізоду, коли в нього кістка вилізла. Це битва з босом! Страшно. Чесно, страшно. Але хочете грати. Не страшно, не страшно, не страшно. Це просто гра, не страшно. Це просто гра, це просто гра. Це просто гра. Що там? Це грати більше.
Where are you?
Страшно.
Come out and face me!
Не хочу. Страшно. ім'я. Яке воно... Вони справжні типу вигляд запевнені. Точно. Я перед сном тепер мультики дивитиму. Каща. Реакція в мене каща. Після тебе. Все, пограй за мене. Ля-ля-ля-ля-ля. Просто... Так, все. поросятами, він їх здув. Вовк дмухнув. Це було абсурдно смішно. Ми перемогли за рахунок подув, як нанухнув, типу на хатинка розлетілась. Він подмухав. Він подмухав. Фак, суперздібність Вовка. Подмухати. Беру свої слова назад і я з'їм м'ясо після цього. Опа, і це ще не все. Погнали.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of... I won't miss next time. Before you do
Дядя, оце
anything with me,
дядюшка, це чисто
I
мій
thought I
внутрішній
should point out a few
стан.
things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial.
Да, ми ж так і домовились,
Can we at
окей.
least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Згодна.
Look, there's no reason for us to be
Да
at
ну
each
ти не
other's
спать,
throats.
я згодна прийняти його
Funny,
живим.
coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a
Okay.
precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm
ты
asking
хочешь
for is a
выправдать.
chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Ну, це, ну,
There's
це
still
правда,
a
це
lot
правда,
you
це
have to
правда.
answer
Ну,
for.
And I
Це
will,
правда.
as long as you agree to my terms. Because
Okay,
I'm not saying
okay,
another word
okay,
until I'm brought
okay.
before the community.
Ну, окей.
And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me,
Окей.
you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Я згодна довести тебе
You're
живим.
often
окей.
reckless. And I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you
Бо
an
можна
honest
викинути
question.
його у вікно.
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very
Промовчать.
different
Ми
things.
це робимо раді
You're
спасіння
smart, I'll admit that.
Ariel.
So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right?
Да.
Georgie. He's dead, isn't he?
Ну, вона ж, ну це
My
тупізм.
point
Він
being, the
працює
killer
на
has
тебе,
been
це ти
dealt with.
приказав.
You've won.
А, це
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a
Я
little.
посміхнусь, а я
It's
посміхнусь.
over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to
А,
keep you
надіть
around.
наручники.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Хоча можна було викинути його у
And your
стеклянну
punishment
стекло.
will follow.
Але ми не маємо подоблятися преступникам. Да? Я вважаю, що я поступила вірно. Погнали до Сніжки. Я ж обіцяла, що ми його не з'їмо, а
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
Поза переможця чисто. Так, трошки прикрив.
He's back.
Crooked man.
Пишаюсь собою, пишаюсь собою. Просто мене ж серце
Motherfucker.
частіше стало. І все, вообще.
Are you okay?
Я.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble
А ну, як я виглядаю?
at the Crooked Man's
Без
place.
запитань.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Зроби нормальний комплімент, хорошо?
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girl.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done
fucking
Привели його
crook!
до стервятників.
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know
She's
normally
so
we'd
pretty.
schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been
Факт, може його
punished.
залишили, може
That
його
doesn't
можуть
change
зашити.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
Other charges.
If you'd wait a moment.
Хай говорить, мені
Go right
цікаво.
ahead.
Мені дуже
Wait,
цікаво.
that's not
Мені
how
дуже
this
цікаво.
works. After the rest of your crimes are read
як це
through,
works?
then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
Типова жінка, треба вимовитись. Хорошо. Все, погнали, розказуй, розказуй.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record
По
book.
приказу.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's
Мені
done.
цікаво.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're really
fuck?
going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start
да,
doing
тому
things
його не
correctly.
вбила.
No more snap judgments, no
Тому
more
його
secrets.
залишили, щоб-
We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
А, то він буде типу вічність падати? Якийсь тупізм.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
I've
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this
Це
bullshit?
важко уявити.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night,
What's
wasn't I more than
wrong?
helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter, and I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them.
Бач, він
You
гіпнотизер,
understand
чисто.
wanting to protect what you
Гіпнотизер.
care about, don't you?
Він дуже
You'd do
офігезний
anything.
зараз.
You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you.
Бач,
They are
цікаво.
not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of
Насправді він так до
tyrant.
кінця гри, що може всіх
When your government
перегіпнотизувати на свій бік,
abandoned
і що
you,
дуже
left you
переконливий.
poor and helpless,
За рахунок свого
sniveling on
внутрішньої
street corners,
впевненості.
I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking
Він
dogs.
вже
The guy who was in your pocket,
Треба було
remember?
просто його вибрасувати з того вікна.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her
Він знову
magic
що
to
у вас
help
базували
poor
твори, тоді
fables
треба
get
було вкладати
glamours.
дерево.
Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for
Без
herself.
минулого.
And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
Ага, тепер вовк має стати новим
You were
усім
gonna
дядькою.
burn her
коротше.
tree? Snow, why would you
Не
want
питайся на
that?
мене
I know
маніпулювати.
what
Я
you're
все
doing,
сіку.
and it's
Ти
not
дуже
gonna
переконливий,
work.
але ти дуже
Can't
про це
manipulate
путав.
us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that-
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
Жорстко.
And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Супер. Пахне перемогою.
Very good,
Пахне
very
перемогою.
good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Про його минуле трошки.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Чисто я серіал дивлюся дуже грав.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If you all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my
Короче,
watch.
пора його вже кидати.
He's right. Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Я і Вовк.
Who
Я
was
і
there while
Вовком це
they
зробив. Я
idly
з
played
Вовком
in their
зроблю.
towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will
Я
pay your
зроблю з
rent when
Вовком.
you're on the verge of eviction?
Вовк, Вован, ми зробимо.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens?
Це маніпуляції, це...
Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Аріель, будь ласка, тільки
Excuse
виживи.
me.
Аріель, будь ласка, я хочу...
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
Муа.
You probably
Mwah.
don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Я нічого не скажу.
You're pathetic.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Narissa!
I know
My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone
Так це в
again.
колодязь виходить.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help.
Я тепер...
We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more if he isn't stopped.
So we get rid of him.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Окей,
should have a
голосувати.
vote.
Давайте вообще
Make
дуже
it
чесно
democratic.
зробимо.
Do you really
Україну
think that's
майбутнього.
going
Дуже
to work?
чесно, прекрасно.
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Це я...
That makes
це я,
sense
це
to
я,
me.
це я,
I guess
це я,
it
це я,
does.
це я,
Okay.
це я,
Fine.
це я, це я,
Are you
це
sure?
я.
This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr.
Well,
Wolf,
it's not.
it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Офігезно, капець, відповідальність обожнюю. Погнали.
Yes,
Два
Sheriff.
варіанти.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
О! Виходить, тут не було альтернативи.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep. Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going
Я
to
купила
miss
силицю
me.
для цього моменту.
I won't.
А, прямо так треба.
Sheriff, don't!
Oh my god!
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Тому що якщо його просто викинути було, хто знає, які він закляття по дорозі придумає протягом всієї вічності, правильно? По-перше, якщо його заперти, він своїми маніпуляціями все одно колись би вибрався, вони ж вічні. А так, надійно. І ми для цього сили купили, ми не бились ні з ким майже. Путька виспався нарешті, поспали. Ой, поспали. Нью-Йорк Сіті може спати тепер теж спокійно. Уу! Капець, ми купили для цього сили і ми перемогли.
Hey, Sheriff.
Я пишаюсь.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to.
Це була гарна гра.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
У всіх ночах перемогли боса. Можна було просто викинути, а так ми було при
This
всіх.
fucking
його.
line.
О, малиш і Карлсон. Малиш. Принц-чамінг. Коротше, у мене свої імена тепер.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Такі персонажі вже не змінюються. Давай поговоримо.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take
Насправді
care
я
of this.
люблю Аріель.
We'll talk later, okay?
Окей. Окей. І що з ключами тепер? Куди її? Нахиляйся, Сніг.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
А все, в неї тепер інший коханчик. А там нуф-нуф зараз буде, да? Нуф-нуф? Нема нікого. Капець, ще гра не закінчилася, як? Виспимося, ну давайте, було цікаво. У мене ж свічка трошки путя-путя.
I'm going! Jesus!
Опа, жабка їде в село.
We only have like 5
Напевно.
minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
А що, можна
Sorry
його
about
залишити?
all
Ще
this.
є шанс його
I know this
залишити?
isn't
Я
your
його
ideal
залишила.
situation here.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye. So, if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there.
Можна
There's
ще
plenty of space to
відмінити?
run
Можна
around.
відмінити? Можна відмінити?
And a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mondays seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Ну, і він потішний.
Are you still mad at me?
Would it change your mind? You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road? One last time?
Отдать пачку. Ну давай, наостанок вже хай пачку бере. Пачку
Thanks,
зжере.
Bigby. Nice to see you finally learned to share.
Все, закрити всі гештальти.
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Увидимся.
See you around.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Saying goodbye?
Аріель! Муня-мунечка! Бігом, бігом до неї цьоматись, цьоматись. Ти теж їдеш кудись?
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Фак, ми чуть не зняли її ленточку.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go.
Снять
How are you gonna
ленточку,
move on?
нормальний
Bigby,
варіант. Де ти вже останній? Ти що?
I know you're
ідіот?
trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own.
Поможемо тобі. Ні, Аріель, пожалуйста, ми поможемо.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay?
Okay.
I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Коснуться ее руки.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Малышка, я тебя так любила.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just...
Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Нет, не пускай її. Не відпускай.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
А поцьоматись. Поцьоматись, не пускай її. Ну давай, останнє
I
слово,
need to tell you
поцьоматись.
something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Типу, що є вирогідність, що це вона була насправді головною. Ну, я пишаюсь цією грою. Ага, 14%, 98%. Ну, звісно, всі забрали в речі. Ну, але не всі залишили його помирати. Але не всі відрубали йому голову. Не всі, прикольно. Прикольно. Я дуже дякую за цю гру. Це було прекрасно. Це було прекрасно. Це були прекрасні декілька стрімів. Це було прям дуже прекрасно. Мені було дуже цікаво. Я хочу продовження цієї гри, чесно. Бо русалочка, походу, вона була головною злодійкою. А ми закохались в неї і путь-а-путь. Багато хто помер, багато хто відправився на фер. Але не так вже багато й померло взагалі. Чекаю продовження дуже. Що, пішла обирати нову гру. Точніше, просити мені обрати нову гру. Це було офігезно.